Okay. Will you please?
We're going live. All right.
I'm going to tell you the secret of life. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
The secret of life is establishing low expectations.
Oh, boy.
So that if you actually show up on time for the start of your show...
We did.
Instead of people being like, they're on time because they should be, they should be like, oh my gosh, they're on time. That's great. Those guys are awesome.
Yes.
So if you're late for your show a couple days in a row and then you get there on time, by doing just what you're supposed to, like the bare minimum, suddenly, well, I'm just assuming that everyone's really excited. I'm assuming that everybody watching is jumping up and down. They're going like, hooray, we get the whole 30 minutes of our favorite show. That's a very self-congratulatory interpretation of what's happening. You might be saying, oh.
They might be saying, oh, I'm so glad there's only...
They might be saying, oh my gosh, I thought I had 2 extra minutes to make a sandwich before the nonsense commenced.
Yes, here's the way I see things. Matthew likes to show up to people's houses.
On time.
Or early.
No, if I show up early, I wait in the driveway. And then I go in on time. I never go into their house early. Unless they're dear friends and I know that they're just waiting for me to get there so I can help them set the table or try out the crab dip. Because they're like, I wonder if the crab dip is good.
The way I
hope
see
that
it.
Matthew comes early to try the crab dip before anybody else comes. So there's time to amend it if it's not perfect yet. Yeah, Robbie, go ahead. Tell us what you see. Tell us what you think.
The way that I see it. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What's happening? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Printer's not cooperating. Robbie, please share your life philosophy.
The way that
Everybody
I
is
see
on
it
tenterhooks. Yes.
Is when I invite somebody over to my house and I say that they should be there at 1 o'clock. I don't actually expect them to be there at 1 o'clock.
Do you know what you should say instead? Do you know what you should say instead?
At 1 o'clock, I am still doing the last 3 minutes of cleaning that I need to do before they arrive.
Have a suggestion.
So
I have an idea.
At 1 o'clock,
I have an idea, Robbie.
I would really have preferred that they arrive 5 minutes late, which is when I usually arrive.
Let's role play. Hey, say, Margaret, why don't you come over to our house this afternoon?
I refuse to be Margaret.
Suggest... No, I'm just... you don't have to be Margaret.
Okay,
Margaret's over there. Hey, Margaret, why don't you come around 1:03? We'll be ready by then. Come on over at 1:03. If you know yourself well enough to know you need the 3 extra minutes, be decent to Margaret and set reasonable expectations so Margaret knows what to actually do. Don't expect Margaret to second guess and be like, does Robbie seem slightly flaky? Does she seem like 3 minutes worth of flaky? You don't want to put Margaret in that position.
Here's what I do.
What?
If I arrive early, I will sit and wait until 1:02 or 1:03 or even 1:04.
Okay.
And then I will go. I will never show up at exactly 1 o'clock.
Even though your friend is sitting there going, the flan is ready.
If I'm
the
going
flan.
somewhere where Matthew has invited me because I know that it makes him quite anxious.
People
to
want
wait for
to
an
know
extra 2 minutes.
how to stage their flan deployment. And if you're late, it messes everything up. What if it's a Yorkshire pudding and the Yorkshire pudding falls? That's what I'm saying. Robbie, produce the agenda. I don't know what to do without the agenda.
I don't know what to do.
Here's the thing, you guys. I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
Right now it is 1:03 p.m.
We've wasted a whole bunch of time.
No. I was going to say that 10 minutes ago, I hadn't even started working on the agenda yet. I started the agenda at 1:55. 12:55? 12:55. And it was the most hurried agenda I'd ever created. So,
really? Ever?
Ever. Well, of course. You think I'd ever done it faster than 3 minutes? No, my friend. No. So, anyway, in this last week, I feel like it was a work of art. To create something under pressure was a work of performance art. I put restrictions on myself. Sometimes art is a matter of putting restrictions on yourself. I can only use these materials. I have to only do it in this amount of time. Every single time Robbie illustrates a book, all she does is she says, all right, I need 3 weeks to do this book. I'm going to give myself 15 minutes. Go! And she does it, and she always pulls it off. What's happening? The printer's not happy?
Not working.
Well, I guess what I was going to say is,
I sent it to the other printer, but it just
I think if the Guinness Book of World Records had a category for most hurriedly constructed agenda for a daily show, I think I would win. I think I'd be in there. We're going to go ahead and drink water, because I know that's something that happens on this show.
I'm sad about my printer.
We are going to... Do you need a new printer, Robbie? Do you want a new printer? Why not? Why not, Robbie? Let's boost the American economy by purchasing a new printer. All right? Cheers, Prost.
Cheers, Prost.
Jackety dancing, watery Sue.
Wow, this is not a clean glass.
You know what? You know what else I didn't have time to do? Didn't have time to clean the glasses.
It's got greasy fingerprints all over it.
I think maybe Jasper had some of his porridge out of that earlier. I don't know. We didn't actually have porridge. I wish we had. This water tastes sort of funny.
I had oatmeal, which is kind of like porridge. What is porridge?
I think porridge is basically oatmeal by another name. It's what you call oatmeal in fairy tales because it sounds a little bit more dreamy and romantic.
I want to find out what porridge actually is.
Can we please play the song, one of the songs, to let everyone know that they are in the right place? That this is, in fact, story... Robbie did a little harmonizing there, you guys. Instead of singing the melody, she sang notes that were complementary.
I meant to sing the harmony.
You totally didn't. You totally sang... Well, you did sing a harmony.
I did?
Yeah.
I mean, I meant to sing the melody.
You did not. You did not sing that. Okay.
Can you check and see if that was the agenda or if it was a mysterious other thing that the other printer printed out?
You know what? It's almost not worth printing out this agenda because the agenda was so... You printed out the agenda twice, in fact.
Oh, good.
Oh, you printed one out from June 15th.
Ah.
Does that mean that the printer's been just sitting there choking on that idea since then? All right. Robbie and Matthew, Story Hour, Art Week continues. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. Agendas are overrated. They sure are.
Do you know what overrated means? Overrated means that something is more wildly or widely admired, praised, or esteemed than it should be. Okay? Overrated, like... I'm trying to think of something that's overrated. Robbie, there's an actor, I'm not going to name him by name, that Robbie doesn't like. A lot of other people like him, but she says so many disparaging things about him. She thinks he's overrated. She doesn't think he deserves the hullabaloo that he attracts, in spite of his acting skills.
That's probably true of a lot of actors.
Okay. All right.
It's probably true of a lot of people.
Oh,
okay, wait. I want to learn.
Okay.
Everett.
Yes.
Thank you, Everett.
Thank you,
for
Everett.
looking up porridge.
Let's see what.
Porridge, historically also spelled porridge, porridge, or parritch, is a food commonly eaten as a breakfast cereal dish made by boiling ground, crushed, or chopped.
Chopped what? Starchy plants. Oh.
Typically grain in water or milk. It is often cooked or served with added flavoring such as sugar, honey, dried fruit, or syrup to make a sweet cereal, or it can be mixed with spices or vegetables to make a savory dish. It is usually served hot in a bowl, depending on its consistency. Oat porridge, or oatmeal, is one of the most common types of porridge. Very good, Matthew.
Very good.
Gruel is a thinner version of porridge.
That's what you get when you get put in the witch's dungeon. Jennifer said something. I imagine it has credibility.
Oatmeal is a type of porridge.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Not all porridge is made from oats.
There you go. There's different subsets. What is that thing
called when one is one thing but
one
the
is a
other...
subset of something else?
That's not what I was the word, but that's okay.
Okay.
I'll go with subset.
A derivation thereof.
But they're not mutually exclusive.
They're not mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
They're like a Venn diagram.
Mm-hmm.
Except
no,
porridge
is
the big,
yeah,
and oatmeal is within.
Yeah.
And then
so
gruel.
Not all porridge is oatmeal, but all oatmeal is porridge.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Wow, you guys did great work on doing.
In short,
the
porridge
research
is more
watery
than oatmeal.
Yes.
There was a show called not the Porridge Family, but the Partridge Family, about a bunch of musicians that traveled together in a bus.
And this has nothing to do with porridge.
But it sounds like porridge.
Porridge
and partridge.
Is a wholly different thing. Partridge is a bird.
I wanted to disambiguate between porridge and partridge in case anybody's ears were having trouble telling the difference.
I think you were the only person who even
Robbie,
considered the Partridge Family as being confused with porridge.
All knowledge is worth sharing on this show. Okay.
Synecdoche.
Yes. That is when you represent a big thing with a smaller version. So instead of talking about the executive branch of the government, you say the White House. The White House decided that. It's not that the White House decided anything. The White House is a house. But the White House is the sort of symbolic distillation of the larger whole.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that word. How do you say it?
Synecdoche. Schenectady is a city in New York.
That's one of the ones I was trying to think of yesterday.
I want to make sure I didn't just lie to everybody. Okay. So
somebody has to look up Synecdoche.
I'm going to do that.
Oatmeal is healthiest when made with steel-cut oats. That's what I had for breakfast this morning.
Who says that? Who says that?
Simon said that.
Okay.
And I had steel-cut oats, but it's no longer healthy because I covered it with butter and maple syrup. So there you go.
Okay, let's see if I'm right here, you guys. A figure of speech in which a part...
This is Synecdoche.
Synecdoche. And here, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Synecdoche.
Synecdoche. A figure of speech in which part is used for the whole, or the whole for a part. The special for the general, or the general for the special. As in 10 sail for 10 ships, or Croesus for a rich man.
I mean,
I feel like
give
those
some more useful examples.
I feel
What
like
does that
my
mean?
example was clearer than that.
Your example
Yeah.
was clearer.
Okay.
Whether it was correct or not, I still don't know because their examples were so weird.
Examples of synecdoche. Wow, I'm impressed that Siri got that right. All right. Oh, but it also got my wow, I'm excited. Okay, check out my new wheels is a way of saying check out my new
That's
car,
very handy.
right?
Okay.
All right. Does that help you?
Yep.
Okay, nice. So I don't know why they had to give it such a complicated name.
Well,
synecdoche.
it's a great name.
Yeah.
All
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Yeah,
We
but
got
that's good.
sidetracked,
On
as
this
usual.
show, we teach you the essential things, and not just the things that you want to hear, but the things that you need to know.
Yes.
Like,
Song. Oh no. Is this where the water happens? No, we already did the water.
okay,
Jennifer sent us something.
Jennifer.
I thought this was homework, and I thought it was supposed to be included in homework.
What, do you mean you want to share it tomorrow?
Well, I thought that's what it was for.
Do you want to spend the next 19 minutes painting? Or
Is that all we have?
Yeah, man.
Okay. No, we'll do Jennifer's.
Yeah, we'll do Jennifer's.
Okay.
But Jennifer, you are eligible for the prize this week. I want to let you know. I'm going to read you what Jennifer sent me because it is important preface. Here we go. I don't know why she sent this to Robbie. It's a little frustrating. She just sent it to Robbie. As if I don't matter. As if this has nothing to do with me. So, Robbie, whoever
Yes.
that is,
Yes.
please appreciate how challenging it is for me to be brief on the topic of the Mona Lisa. Do you know why she addressed it to Robbie? Because Robbie is the decider of the homework contest.
That's right.
And so she is trying to appeal to Robbie's best interests by making Robbie think that Robbie is more important and that she cares more about Robbie's opinions.
This is an important life lesson, though.
What?
Don't address the people who are not making, who aren't relevant. Address the people who are relevant.
I think Robbie just claimed that I am irrelevant. And
In this particular
I'm going to try not to take
contest
that
you
personally. Without hesitation.
Homework goes to Robbie. Thank you, Jennifer.
She's correct. Without hesitation, this is my favorite painting, meaning the Mona Lisa. Likely because it has become ubiquitous. What does ubiquitous mean? Ubiquitous means everywhere. Something is ubiquitous, it is all over the place. It's not just in Cleveland, it's also in San Jose, it's also in Tallahassee, it's also in New Jersey. Ubiquitous means everywhere, okay? So, Mona Lisa is all over the place. I have a collection of Mona Lisas that at one time exceeded 300 pieces. Because she is so greatly recognized, her image is used in advertising and other more creative renderings of her likeness. My collection began with a greeting card with Mona in curlers. Oh, Jennifer, I hope that you shared that with us. Today, I have socks, t-shirts, a shower curtain, a teapot, a soap dispenser, jewelry, an original 45 record of Nat King Cole's recording of the song Mona Lisa, countless greeting cards and clippings and ads from magazines and newspapers, and a lot more. People have brought me Monas from around the world, and I sneak a Mona Lisa into the decor of nearly every room in my house. What? My homework offers a glimpse into the mysteries that surround the most famous painting in the world. So, for Art Week, thank goodness, Jennifer is shedding light on one of the most famous pieces of art. Now, there are strong opinions about the Mona Lisa. Some people don't like it as much as other people seem to. Robbie, what's your take on the Mona Lisa? Are you a Mona liker or a lover? Or
I'm looking for the video, but I can't find it.
Video? What happens in the video?
So when I was a kid,
Yeah.
my mom.
Oh, the Sesame Street.
Yes.
Yeah.
My mom had a drawing of, a reproduction of the Mona Lisa hanging in our bathroom.
If you would like to keep looking for the video while I do the
okay.
slideshow, I can,
Okay.
because I would love to see it too.
Okay.
All right. So put it up.
Oops.
Okay.
So.
All right. This is Jennifer's slideshow. Robbie, give me that keyboard and I will advance
Hold
the
on
slides.
a second. I gotta move us over so we're not.
We're not covering Jennifer's beautiful work?
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody call Moxie McCoy. Why? What? Is there a mystery? All right. The Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci was created sometime between 1503 and 1519. Isn't that funny?
Wait.
What?
Okay, sorry. I jumped the gun. I haven't gotten to the part where you were. I didn't realize you were reading. I thought that was. Okay, sorry. So go ahead.
All right. I think it's interesting that they don't exactly know when it was created. For a work of art today, they could probably tell you within 15 minutes of when it was created, right? But they just don't know. It was too long ago. Considered to be valued over $1 billion.
$1 billion. I mean, this is where I get mad.
Excuse me. Can I please present the artwork while you look for the video without unwelcome intrusions?
All right,
Please save your outrage for the end. Okay.
You're gonna have to tell me when you want to change
Okay,
when you
all
want
right,
to
all
change
right.
the slide.
Considered to be valued at more than $1 billion, the Mona Lisa is neither signed nor dated by Da Vinci. While many paintings have distinguished themselves throughout history, the Mona Lisa is considered the most famous and the most recognizable painting in the world. Of interest to me, Jennifer, is the fact that Da Vinci, the woman in the painting, and the art itself have been the subject of hundreds of years of mystery and speculation. And this is why we need Moxie McCoy. Robbie, please advance the slides.
All right.
Yes. Okay. The many depictions of the Mona Lisa, from left to right, Leonardo da Vinci's version, Bernardino Luini's version, Felipe de Champagne's version, and a version stored by the Prado Museum in Madrid. Okay, so many artists over the years copied Da Vinci's work that there is some question whether the portrait that hangs in the Louvre is in fact the original or possibly a copy painted by Da Vinci himself. Researchers believe they have verified that the artist of the painting in the Louvre is Da Vinci, but possibly remains that the painting on display was not the first Mona Lisa painted by Da Vinci.
Oh.
Holy heck, you guys. Can you imagine a painting worth $1 billion that's actually the knockoff of the
fake?
original? Whoa. All right, moving on, Robbie. Look, Jennifer cited her sources. Technology has given art historians and scientists new tools to study the painting. Look, citing her source again. Through X-rays and other imaging techniques, kind of like what happens when you go to the doctor and you get either an X-ray or an MRI or a CAT scan, looking through your body, looking inside your body, the painting has been studied for clues to reveal her true identity, whether another painting was underneath this painting, and changes Da Vinci made to her hands and the background. Oh my gosh, this is so fascinating. All right, next slide, please. However, a digital scan of both Da Vinci's self-portrait and the Mona Lisa in 1987, scaled to match in size and direction, revealed that the two paintings are very close to identical, suggesting that the paintings were both of Da Vinci himself.
Oh.
What? Holy heck! The Mona Lisa is a self-portrait of Da Vinci as a lady? Is that what Jennifer is implying?
I think sometimes when you are a painter, you
Yeah.
sometimes paint people and they look like yourself. I don't think that he was actually trying to. I disagree.
We don't think that somebody actually sat for this portrait, though? Or you
No,
think that
I think
in rendering her...
I think that in rendering her,
he borrowed some of his own
Yeah,
characteristics?
sometimes you just like...
Or-
it's like when you look like your dog.
Maybe it was his daughter. Maybe it was his daughter, and that's why I had similar facial
I
characteristics.
thought that they knew who she was, but
Okay.
I am wrong.
All right. I think this is the end of Jennifer's exploration. But let's see. Let's see if there's more.
That's
Is there
it.
more? Okay, Jennifer, I feel like you set us up for a great mystery and didn't resolve it, Jennifer. I would like you to solve the mystery of the Mona Lisa and come back to us, and I'll give you the detective badge.
She's suggesting that is Moxie's job.
I know she's
And
suggesting
thus,
that. Oh, that I need to put it in
your
the book?
job.
So far, Moxie's mysteries have had a very different scope and geographical focus than uncovering the... Although, Volume 4, you guys, that I have written that hasn't been published and might never be published, is about getting to the bottom of a scientific mystery involving a little bit more scientific sophistication, which is very dangerous since I don't understand science very well at all. So I would have to call on my science advisor, Jana, who helped me with the science in Volume 3. Robbie, are you ready to face the music, by which I mean paint your dog?
No,
Why?
I want to
What?
tell you my story about the Mona Lisa.
Did you find the video?
I didn't find the video, and I'm
fine,
super sad about it. So
Okay, all
maybe
right.
some people of our generation will know how to find this video, because I can't quite
People
remember
of
where.
our generation is code word for old creaky parent
Yes,
types.
yes.
Okay. all
Ask
right.
your parents
Yeah.
to find this, or if they know what I'm talking about. So I think it was a Sesame Street or
Mm-hmm.
an electric company, which was a TV show in our time. They had these little cartoons that happened sort of between the main action.
Right.
And so it was a little cartoon with a painter, and he goes doo 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 doo. I think he's even whistling, and he even says that doo 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 doo. And he comes up to a painting of the Mona Lisa, and her eyes. The Mona Lisa is famous for looking like she's looking at you, no matter sort of where you stand. She has these mysterious eyes. So her eyes are going burp 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 and sort of following him. And he looks at her, and he gets like, I don't know. He stands there, and then she looks, and she steps out of the painting, and she grabs him, and she puts him in the painting, and she walks away. And I thought that was terrifying. And my mom had a Mona Lisa in the bathroom, hanging in the bathroom very innocently, I think because she liked the Mona Lisa, just like Jennifer does. And I was always terrified that that Mona Lisa was going to step out of the painting while I was sitting on the toilet and put me in it, and then she would just walk away into my life.
It could happen. It could still happen, Robbie. I wouldn't get a false sense of commitment.
Terrifying.
Okay.
And so I've never liked the Mona Lisa.
False sense of commitment? False sense of security.
Yes.
False sense of... Well, so that's a very personal reason not to like the Mona Lisa that has nothing to do with the actual painting or art, I want to point out.
Yes.
Some people just don't think that the painting is up to the hype. They look at it and they say, meh, it's not quite enough. I think Jennifer is interested in it being a cultural phenomenon.
Yes. And
do you actually think it's beautiful, Jennifer, or do you think it's interesting? That's my question. Because you can like art for lots of reasons. Sorry, go ahead.
I do want to point out that one of the reasons that art historians state that this was a big deal was because it was one of the first times, or one of the best examples, I don't know, of putting a background in that is sort of, that hazes out into the distance. Chiaroscuro.
Did you say a word that's supposed to mean something?
I did.
What is it?
So it's an Italian word, chiaroscuro.
Okay.
And it sort of means like that haziness into the distance. So I think it was an excellent example, even if it wasn't maybe the first example, of sort of creating depth in that way and having her not be seated like inside in front of tapestries or whatever, but having her be seated outside or in front of this fantastical landscape.
But isn't part of what's interesting also that you can't quite tell if she's smiling
yes.
or if she's bored
mysterious.
or if she's mad? And she has very idealized features. Like, what is it? I don't quite get it.
Well, I think it's a little bit mysterious.
Yeah.
Like you said, she's... is she smiling? Is she skeptical? Is she...
Yeah.
Anyway, I think the hands are beautifully painted. Hands are so hard to draw and
Question.
paint.
The Mona Lisa.
Yes.
Was her name Mona Lisa?
No,
or is that a title?
To the painting. It's the Mona Lisa.
Was her name Mona Lisa?
No, I think that when you say the Mona Lisa, you're referring to the object painting.
I understand
Mona
that.
Lisa.
But was her name Mona Lisa?
I don't think so.
Well, then what does that refer to? What does Mona Lisa mean? Was her name Lisa and Mona is like her title? Like she's the Mona.
Why wouldn't Mona be her name?
Okay.
Her first name Mona, last name Lisa?
I don't think that was that Lisa was a last name in Italy at that time, but maybe I don't know.
All right.
I just mean, is it like the Duke of Windsor? Is she the Mona of Lisa?
No, I'm telling you that the part is because it's a painting. So when you say the Mona Lisa, you know that you're talking about the object.
So if I create a portrait of Jennifer Kafka Smith,
and you said we're going to go see the Jennifer Kafka Smith, you wouldn't think that it was. We're going to visit Jennifer Kafka Smith. You would think we're going to see the object that is the Jennifer Kafka Smith.
Not to be mistaken for Jennifer herself, who is not an object but a human being.
Right.
So the portrait of her is the art. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jennifer, I may do a portrait of you, and we might put it on our wall. We may call it the Jennifer. It's possible.
Yeah. All right.
I think I'm going to do that just because I can. All right, Robbie, we have squandered so much time.
I do want to show you one update.
Okay. To what? Oh, to Blobwing.
To Blobwing.
Where did he go?
I don't know. You took him and...
Oh, look how I'm being blamed, friends.
Well, you absolutely... Yes.
I put him somewhere safe.
So I did a little more work on Blobwing, and of course I forgot to take pictures to show you the things that I did. But I fixed his eyeballs. Remember the irises were going all the way to the edges? And then I put some shadows back there. I put some shine along the edge of his skin. I made his belly kind of pale and white. I drew lines around his teeth. I just put a little bit more dimension on him. And then I added this whole section of ground that I still have to paint in. So there you go. So that's what it's looking like now. Oh, I also colored in the fish. So now they're not just... white fish, but they have like little green.
And you added some like detail down there.
Yeah.
So the question is the Blobwing enormous, or is the camera just up against him and in the background is...
No, he's big.
He's big.
I think so.
Cool. All right.
So anyway, that's the update on that.
Are you going to paint the rocks and stuff?
Yeah. I ran out of Vim.
Okay.
On those.
All right, fair enough.
So there's that.
All right, and where is
the dog playing baseball? For those of you who didn't see yesterday, Oh, I don't think I have it down here. Let's see. I didn't. Never mind. Never mind.
What is it that you were going to show?
I was going to show your drawing. Did you just go eat something?
Mm-hmm. When I went over there, some of your lunch was there.
I mean, this operation has gotten so lax in the last 2
There's
months.
nothing crunchy sounding today. You didn't have to draw any attention to it at all.
Gosh.
Here you go.
Okay, so here is where we are with the dog playing baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Our cross-eyed dog playing baseball.
Love it.
Yeah, I think it turned out pretty well.
You going to paint on it?
So I'm going to paint on it.
Now, we have 5 minutes left. Are you going to start? Or should we paint it tomorrow? Like, I'm a little torn. I think we might have lost our opportunity to paint.
Really?
Do you want to paint
No,
for
5 minutes. Yeah, I can paint.
Do you want to paint while I moxie it up in the next one, and then you show your progress?
Oh, sure.
Do you want to get started now? I'm going to go have another piece of bread.
What?
Oh.
This is terrible. Kato's complaining about the thumbs downs.
You know what?
well,
You're allowed to
I was
express
gonna
your
say,
opinion.
Yeah, if you don't like it, go ahead and
If
thumbs
you
down
do
it.
like it, don't be upset by someone else deciding that they don't, first of all.
And they're welcome to not like it.
It's possible that those people just don't approve of Robbie's reasons for not liking the Mona Lisa, and that's their way of expressing their opinion. It's okay.
Yes.
It's a democracy.
Senioritis, says
Yeah.
Amy.
What does senioritis mean?
I think we're suffering from senioritis, Matthew. Just going around eating stuff.
No.
We're not doing the agenda very well.
I don't think
Where
that has
are we?
anything to do with senioritis. That had to do with hungeritis. I was hungry because I spent all morning doing chores for Robbie and making omelets for Robbie.
You did.
I took good care of Robbie,
I
and
wasn't
it left
trying
me
to-
bereft of calories.
I
All right.
apologize.
All right, Robbie.
Yeah?
You gonna start painting for like a
I'm gonna
moment?
start painting for a moment.
Okay.
Because why not? Better
'Cause-
than listening to us complain about whatever we're complaining about.
Oh, somebody retracted their thumbs down.
Well,
Now it's back
under
down to
pressure-
1.
Under pressure from Kato.
Wow.
So
Well, Kato.
Don't feel pressured by Kato.
Kato
like
is
this.
our son. He, I think takes it. Do you take the thumbs down personally, man? Don't do it. Don't do it. It's okay.
So Waylon wanted an explanation of senioritis. Basically, when people get to high school, they know that they're graduating. They've done enough work to satisfy all the requirements. Usually, it happens sort of 3/4 of the way through the year when you know you're going to be done.
Yeah.
And you say to yourself, why am I working so hard on this stuff when I already know that I'm going to graduate?
You might not even say it quite so clearly
Yes.
to yourself. You might just
But
say,
you say,
"Ooh, I'm antsy.
I've got one foot out the door of this place.
The sunshine is coming out.
I'm gonna.
I don't feel like doing algebra."
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna stay home today, or I'm gonna go to the beach today,
Or I'm just going to look out the window instead of listening
pay attention
to
my
Mr.
teacher
Livingston
today.
talk about
Yes.
XY
So
quotient.
that is what is called senioritis. You guys have many years to look forward to senioritis. So
Oh, I think, was Amy implying that because this is the last week of the show?
Yes, that we are suffering from
No,
senioritis.
we are committed down to the very last moment, my friends. Robbie, I don't think you should start this painting right now.
What?
Now you have 1 minute left. Does it make sense?
I'm gonna paint the baseball bat.
Okay. All right, guys. Whoa, look at the wheats, fields of wheats. And there's no wheats fields. All right, here we go. I'm going to hold it up here, and we're going to see what happens. This is, the baseball bat is the most exciting part. I love it.
You know what? I used
Wrong color?
No, I used
Too much paint?
too much water. I used the
Oh.
brush that holds a lot of water,
Oh.
and it's not making this.
Robbie.
It's not a satisfying.
Is it ruined?
It's not ruined,
Is it
but
ruined?
it's not as opaque as I would like.
Oh.
And now I can. Where was that brown?
You
that I
guys,
used?
did I try to warn Robbie
You
not
did-
to do
you
this
did,
right now?
You did.
Did she rush into it? It's all right. Stakes are low.
What is there paper? What is this that's wrapped around a baseball bat? Did I
Nothing.
make that
There's
up?
nothing
That's-
wrapped around a baseball
It's
bat.
just wood.
I think if it's a metal bat, it might have something there.
Yeah,
But a wooden bat is just wood.
it's just wood.
Yeah.
So I should just paint over that.
I
and
don't
make the whole
know.
thing
You can
brown?
do whatever you want to.
Why
Maybe
did I think that was like wrapped in white? Something
tennis racket does that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because you need something to grip. But yeah, no, that's not how it works with baseball.
No, it's just
But,
solid.
but
wood
maybe
bat.
in the dog league, it's different. Okay, we're going to end this show, you guys. We're going to start the new one. We'll see you in a minute. Bye, Robbie.
Bye.
Bye, Robbie. You got to push the button, Robbie. I don't know how. I'm not the technician.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody liked that.
Everybody just threw up.
Nobody can go to Space Mountain right now, so they're going here.
Bye.
Okay.